Have you ever wondered where your money's going? Each month you're trying to save, but your expenses keep creeping up on you. Today I'm walking you through my simple budget spreadsheet available for both Google Sheets and Excel, designed to keep you in control of your money. I've added a link to the file in the description below so you can get started as soon as possible. I've also included a free habit tracker in the description because making good money habits requires consistency. Let's get started by opening the README tab. Before you can start budgeting, you'll need to make your own editable copy of the spreadsheet. For Google Sheets, just go to File, scroll down to Make Copy, and this will save to your own Google Drive. This means it will keep the original template intact, so you've always got a fresh copy to come back to. And if you're using Excel, just simply download the file and it will open directly, so there's no extra step needed there. The README tab gives you written instructions on how to get started with the template. It's a quick reference for information if you don't want to keep coming back to this video every time. I'd recommend taking a minute to read through it first to save yourselves any headaches later. As you can see down here, it explains exactly how to use the spreadsheet and any frequently asked questions that you may have. So if we move on to the budget tracker, the first thing you'll want to do is set the start and end date of each month just by clicking into the cell and typing the date, or on Google Sheets, just double clicking and selecting the date from the drop down calendar. By default, the dates are set to month, day, year, year. But if you are used to day, month, year, year, you can switch that too. In Google Sheets, just go to File and then Settings. And you can change your locale and click Save. And in Excel, just select the date cell, right click to Format Cells and Date, and you can choose your preferred region to format from that list. Next, you're going to want to change the currency. By default, the template currency is set to USD, but changing it's very simple by clicking the drop down button and clicking whichever currency you want. So if I click Euro, all of the currency within the spreadsheet will change to Euro, back to dollar. At the top of the tab, you have the cash flow summary, which shows income versus outgoings at a glance, so you'll know instantly if you're in the green or red for that month. It's fully automated, so you don't need to add anything in yourself. The only thing you may want to add over is any rollover amount from previous months. Make sure that you're separating that into what you budgeted and what the actual amount was. The table you'll input into is the income table, where you can add your paycheck, side hustles, business, dividends, and anything else that applies to you. Just remember again to fill in what you budget for that income, what the actual amount is. So if you had a side hustle, and you budgeted that you would earn $250, but you actually ended up earning $400, that will update the budget and actual tab and also begin to amend the cash flow summary. Next, we have the bill tracker, where you can add things such as rent, electricity, water, etc., and any subscriptions you may have. Again, assigning it to a budget and actual amount, and then once you've paid that bill, you can just tick to indicate what else needs paying for the rest of the month. Then moving over to expenses, this is where you can add things such as food, dining out, transport, etc. Since expenses are variable, you'll actually track these in the expense tracker below rather than typing it straight into the summary table. So you can add your budget amount for that expense, but in reality, you will need to track what you actually spend in the expense tracker here. You have categories which are linked directly to the expense summary table up here. So if we do an example, say on the 1st of September, I bought a gift for $25. That will then update up here in the gift section. Finally, you've got the savings and debt tracker table, which work in the same manner as the bill tracker so you can tick them off when you've saved or paid off a debt. The charts at the top of the screen show you how much you've got left to spend based on income versus expenses, how much you've budgeted compared to what you've actually spent, and how much money is allocated per category. All of these are completely automated based on the information you input into the tab. At the bottom of the screen, we also have the expense breakdown graph and table. These are all automated, so it will actually give you a comparison and breakdown percentage of what you've spent on each category. So if you look down here, you can see the most is being spent on beauty out of all the categories we have, and that's shown here in this graph. When a new month rolls around, just duplicate the last month's tab, clear out the actuals, and you're ready to go. You come down here, click here and duplicate. I often recommend keeping a blank copy of the spreadsheet so you can just make copies without having to delete any values you already have inputted. It's a similar story in Excel. Just right click the tab, click move or copy and click create copy. That's the full walkthrough of the Simple Budget Spreadsheet for Google Sheets and Excel. It's really designed to be plug and play, so just enter your numbers, check off your bills and let the formulas do the rest. If you want the template for yourself, the link's in the description, and if you found it helpful, please drop a like and subscribe for more organisation and budgeting tools like this one.